Hello, everybody. Welcome to Your Beautiful Life with Jenali. My name is Jenali. If you've been watching me for quite some time, or if you're new to this show, I've been a spiritual hypnotherapist now for about 12 years. I'm a natural chiropractor. I've been doing readings I've been doing readings for a few years. However, I've had my gift since I was about 3 years old. So if you have not ever tuned into me before, this might sound a little wild to you, but if you have been following me, it still might be a little wild, okay? So, years and years ago, when I first went to my first hypnosis school, I've been to seven now. Um, I had previously learned how to communicate with spirits using hypnosis. Came in very handy in my lifetime. And I wanted to share a few things that have been happening to me over the course of my career because it's happening again now. But one of the things I've been able to do for about 3 years now is find people to hypnotize, and then they channel messages from the other side to us, and they do it in groups. So I have a really cool story that I want to share because some of these healing techniques that we have been learning through channeled messages through hypnosis sessions is how I have been manifesting. So the story is that one night, me and my best friend Irene were sitting in my living room in my house. She'd asked me to do a reading, and I kind of was like, "You want me to do a reading now? It's 1:30 in the morning. It takes a lot of energy sometimes." And as I was doing a reading for her, an ascended master came into the session, Saint Germain, if you're familiar with Saint Germain, and he had begun to tell us that the energy of the cosmos is changing so much that we cannot manifest very quickly by ourselves anymore. So we needed to come together into groups or, even just as a best friend to come together and manifest together with more energy and more power to make things faster, to make things come in more direct and not so wonky. And so we took that advice and we came together as a group of five women and we began to manifest every single week for a whole year straight. It was kind of like our church, right? And during this time, I have another best friend named Ricky who is a medium. And with my abilities, they told me to hypnotize Ricky to do a channeling. Now, Ricky's never done channeling before. That's not something that she's ever been able to do before. But Ricky is also a hypnosis student of mine, very rare. She can go into the deepest level of delta instantaneously. If you want proof of that, go to my TikTok, generally spirit hypnotist, and see how fast she goes under. I can just touch her head and she'll, pass out. So during this time, I did put her under, and true channeling is like when your spirit steps aside and another spirit comes in and passes messages, right? And so that's what she was able to do. And we were all shocked. She's never been able to do this before. But during this time, this collective that they called themselves Theodore started to teach us new techniques for prayer, for manifesting, prayers for the earth, prayers for the firmament, how to help heal our bodies more, how to manifest quicker, and what I want to call is like more direct, right? Do you know if you are manifesting, maybe you're manifesting a house and you're like, I want a 2-bedroom house and I want it to be this much rent. Okay, maybe you get that 2-bedroom house, but it's cold, it's not in the best neighborhood. There's a lot of things wrong with it. So how to get your manifestations, but more clear, more clear. Um, and so I wanted to walk you guys through this process of some of the ways that we're able to manifest more clear, especially when you're in a group with people. Okay, and I'm going to start this. So the first thing that we do in our groups is we go around the room and we name 5 things that we're grateful for. So 5 things that you're grateful for, or 5 things that are going good for you right now. And if I were to ask you that, what are 5 things that you're grateful for? What are 5 things that are going good? And I'll express mine right now. Um, I got a brand new house. It took me a while, but I finally got it. And I had to start from scratch. I went through a very traumatic period of time over the last several months and had to start fresh. And my friends have chipped in and got me with all new dishes and silverware and utensils and, all the things that make a home, bath towels and rugs and just all the things. That is such a blessing to me. I'm so grateful for that. I am so grateful that I was able to take time to heal myself. And I'm going back to business full time for myself after 7 months of not working full time for myself. And I finally have that desire and motivation to go back full time. So more readings, more hypnosis, more cupping and apropathy. I am so grateful. You know what? I'm so grateful for spring. It's supposed to be winter here, but the sunshine coming through makes my soul feel like it's alive. I'm so grateful for my good friends that have been there for my healing every step of the way, every day since the trauma that I endured had happened. I am so grateful that I have the motivation to go to the gym and to keep up with my health and that I feel good enough to do those things. And you know what? I'm so grateful for the relationship I have with my kids. And I love my gratefuls. I could keep flowing with gratefuls, but that is the first step. So I do have a client, or excuse me, I do have a caller right now, Patricia.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Okay, thank you. Appreciate you
Yeah,
taking my call.
thank you. What can I do for you today?
Interesting you're talking about manifesting, and I'm experiencing a lot of loneliness and wanting to open up my heart, bring in um, people and love into my life so
So,
I can heal and grow.
are you talking more like a romantic relationship?
Yes, and this relationship, because there's so much that has changed in 4 years that it's the complete opposite. Like, everything flipped, and I'm kind of like a blank slate, you know, having to start
Yes.
over.
Yes. Okay. Well, I just went through that, so I understand. Um, Patricia, do you watch the show regularly?
No, I don't. Can you?
Okay. If you are able to at any point, if you get onto YouTube on Moonstruck TV, which is where it's live at right now, if you go back to next week's show, I actually taught a mini class about how to attract your romantic partner, the first steps of the class, as much as I could get out, anyways. And I go through some of the steps for that. But what I want to tell you is if have you ever taken the time to write down exactly what it is that you want in a relationship, whether that be a friendship, whether that be a romantic relationship, or anything in between? Have you ever taken the time to write down all the characteristics of what you want in a relationship?
No, and I tell you that the hard part is for me. What I experienced is that I lost my husband. I'm a widow, so I think he's always in my head, and
Yeah.
so no, I haven't gone there. But I think it's important that I open up my heart and let that in.
Yeah. How long
So
ago was that?
pardon me.
How long ago was that?
6 years ago.
Years. Okay. Okay. Oh, let's do. Patricia, will you please give me your birthday so I can tune into your energy a little bit better?
January 7th,
And what year?
1955.
Oh, I love that. Okay. Yeah. So when I'm tuning into your energy, it does feel very shut down, and I understand why. But in the meantime, while it's been so shut down, it looks like you've just put yourself kind of on the back burner. I understand the whole feeling of depression and stuff, but your soul is just really wanting to come out and be like awake, aware, like have almost an ascension, if you will, to come out of that it does look like your body is lacking some nutrients to help you along with that. So I would really highly recommend vitamin D3 5, especially if you're still going through that loop of depression, because it looks like you've been fighting that for a really long time. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I also recommend selenium because of the grief period, and it will deplete it and it will just make things so much more challenging and feel much more intense and longer and drawn out. But the good thing is that you have been very protected, it looks like, during this whole process. You have so many loved ones around you, and it looks like they have been providing you with several blessings um, to make life a little bit easier for you, even if you don't see that. But I think you've actually noticed is what they're showing me. You've had several blessings happen to you in your life over the last few years. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I know that I've been protected because um, I literally lost. I'm not going to say lost. I literally um, things have been taken, like my home. I had to let go of things, and I basically let go of everything. So when I say that I really am starting over from scratch, I mean it is from the way I look, the way I feel spiritually, mentally, physically, everything. And then having
Okay.
to come from a nice, safe home environment to the outside where I don't feel safe anymore. And so, yes, get to this to get through what I've gotten through so far, I have to have been protected.
Okay. So one of the things that I would actively work on when you're ready is your energy is holding a lot of anger. So I would actively dismiss that or use it when you're manifesting. Um, because all of that pent up energy in your body of that anger, it is really holding you back. So if you can release it, please do so. I do utilize my anger to manifest because it gives me the emotion that I need to manifest. But what I'd really like you to do is when you're ready, is start writing things down. Writing things down uses all of your energy. It helps you to manifest and it helps you to heal. And I would start writing things down like, how do you want to feel every day? How do you want to feel? So, can you just tell me right now, how do you want to feel every day on a regular basis to the best of your ability? How do you want to feel?
I want to feel like I did 4 years ago, where I get up and I have a purpose and I get out of bed and I know what to do and I have the energy and I'm in my familiar surroundings. It's 25 years of everything that I had built. It was my creation. And I want to be somewhere
Yeah.
again. I want to start building again. I want to start creating again so I have my home and all the loved ones around me again. All of my loved
Okay.
ones.
Now let's put some
Animals.
emotions into that as well. What emotions do you want to feel every day?
Oh, just love. Just love and giving and taking care of. That's that's me. And with that, when
Okay.
everybody disappears, it's kind of like your purpose goes, when your house goes. Because I was caring for my
Right.
house, my neighbors, all of that.
So, do you feel like you could give yourself the love that you want to experience and start filling your own cup back up and creating that way?
If writing down how I want to feel every day will create that, absolutely.
Okay. All right. So the next thing I would do also is let's think of a time when you experienced that love. As you were talking, your energy shifted. Did you notice that? Did you notice it coming back up and almost coming more alive when you were talking about that?
Yes,
Yeah.
because I'm
That's
coming from a place was yes, my I was grounded. I'm not grounded now, and I want to be grounded.
right.
I'm I'm I'm
So,
a, I'm a tree that got pulled out from its roots, and I want to be rooted again.
okay. Well, we will get you there. Now, you just did a really good job of talking about things and bringing things up, but let's do a specific memory. What is one specific memory that allows you to feel that you want to feel again?
Um, just just feeling that I'm not full of anxiety and I can get up and just feel like I have what I had before. Get up and meet friends and go out and have a job and um, take care of animals and lend myself wherever I can. And I love being around people. I love the interaction. I love the energy. I take in a lot of it though, other people's
Yes, I can
energy.
see
But
that.
yeah,
So
but
then
yeah,
what I'm
waking up.
asking is when you can conjure up a memory, when you can recall a memory, I want you to sit in that memory. So something specific, it might take you some time to come up with something. But for example, maybe you were at a family dinner and maybe you were celebrating something and there was just so much love there. There were people there. You were active, maybe getting the dinner ready and taking care of everybody, and your whole heart was filled with so much love. And maybe it was like a memory of your husband coming up and giving you a kiss and telling you, I love you. Some type of specific memory that fills your soul with that same type of passion that you just expressed a moment ago. And as you're recalling that memory and kind of replaying it over and over and over, that is the signal, the emotion that goes out to the other side to bring you more of that kind of stuff back into your life. So you would do it on a regular basis to think about that and then start stating out loud or writing down, which is my preference, what it is that you want now. Um, and that emotion is the signal that's going to bring you more stuff back. But you are also so highly protected. You have so many people around you. I would also be utilizing them to help you bring that in. So I like to give my spirit guides a job. I tell them frequently what I'm needing from them, what I need them to do for me throughout the day to give them, a job, I guess, to help me out as well. Utilize your team, speak to them, be open, be direct, know exactly what it is you want because you have so many people around you that is encouraging you and supporting you. Please use them because you will get to where you want to be. If you're actively doing these things, and doing the healing and the manifesting, I see you. I don't know if you'd like to craft or something, but really using your hands and getting good energy out. I don't know how to word it. Maybe like crafting, but there's something with your hands being very active. And I see that really starting to come back into existence in the next 3 months. Um, but please just start writing things down. How do you want to feel? What kind of people do you want in your life? How do you want to feel around them? And then I would love to be able to hear back from you once that shift starts happening because I do see it happening in the next few months.
Great.
Are you okay?
Yes. Did you hear me?
I do not know.
I said I used to have a little craft business,
Oh,
and
that makes so much sense.
yeah, so I used to do a lot of different things, and I'm very textile. I do love to touch things, work with my hands.
Yes.
So yes,
Okay.
yeah.
I love that for you. Patricia, I have another caller that I have to take before I get off of here. So if you need anything else, please reach back out. But I want to hear how that's all shifting for you in the next few months. Okay.
Okay, and what's your name again?
My name is Jenna Lee.
Jenali. Thank you,
Yes.
Jenali. I appreciate your
You're
time. Thank
welcome.
you.
You're welcome. Have a
We'll
good
talk.
night. Okay. I'm going to just take another caller. Helen from Buffalo, New York.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
Not too good, but got a lot of family problems, but everybody's got problems, right?
Yeah, we all have problems. What can I help you with? What would you like?
A reading.
Okay. Can you give me your full birthday so I can tune into your energy, please?
June 30th, 1965.
Okay, is there something that you would like to focus on first, or are you just wanting general?
Well, I have two sisters, and I didn't talk to them for 2 years, and I tried to be around them, and it just didn't work out. So I guess it's
Yeah.
best just to stay away from them.
Are they just pretty negative towards you?
Yes, yes, very negative
Yeah.
toward me. Yes, yes.
But it's been like
And
that
the
your whole
ones
life,
that,
hasn't it?
what was it?
Has it been like that your whole life?
Yes, yes. And
Yeah.
I keep going back sometime and expect different, but I think I learned my lesson this time.
I hope so. Because the number one thing that's happening with you is you're not meant to fit in with them. They're so lower vibrational and they are here to almost trigger you in a way to keep your healing going because you're here trying to advance, like you're almost in college, if you will. Your soul's trying to advance. It's trying to learn,
Mhm.
number one, self-love, patience, tolerance, forgiveness, those kinds of things. And when they trigger you, your job is to remember who you are and rise above that. You are not meant to fit in with them because they are so lower vibrational. You're also here to to remove generational curses and do some generational healing. And every time you try to fit yourself back in there and go back to that, you just get
Mhm.
dragged down. But you're meant to be the person to break all the crap that the generational line has had in it, and you've been doing a good job. So you're going to have to remember
Thank
to
you.
love yourself and fill yourself up because it's never going to come from them. And in fact, there's several people in your family that it's never going to come from. And throughout
Mhm.
your
I know
life, that's
that.
why you keep attracting broken people because you are just such a natural healer. However, you do get dragged down and all that stuff so easily sometimes, but you've done such a good job of pulling yourself out every time. You are meant to stand out and to do generational healing. Um,
Well,
and you do, it looks like you kind of talk negatively to yourself a lot in the past. You're getting better at it now. And you really have made such a huge difference in your soul's journey if you weren't aware of that. You've done a very good
uh,
job. But there is a, sorry, go ahead.
I'm aware of it, but when I went around and now it's taking me days to build myself back up from being around them because I don't understand why they're the way they are with me, you know?
Right.
Well,
Right. But you don't have to understand why they just are. And that's enough to know it's because your energy doesn't match. You're high vibrational. You're in college, they're in kindergarten. You're never going to be able to have good conversations and hang out with kindergartners when you're so far advanced. So you don't have to
okay,
really fully understand. You're just not meant for them. And that's okay. But the reason you're having a hard time getting over it is because it gave you a negative attachment. You have a negative attachment kind of like a leech or a parasite that's on you. It looks like it's up by your right shoulder. I believe it's the right shoulder,
mm-hmm.
somewhere right behind the right shoulder scapula. But right up in the shoulder area, you've got like some type of leech or parasite that's black and slimy looking. Because you're a natural
Mm-hmm.
healer, just imagine grabbing that and pulling it off of you and throwing it wherever you want to. Just don't let it come back to you. And then,
Oh,
I
that,
rub my hands together and try to touch that spot and just seal it back up. No energy is going to leak from me. I'm keeping my energy for myself, pure, protected, and safe, and they can just get away from me. But you do have an attachment. That's why. Have you noticed having any like stomach cramps on top of all of this?
oh yeah, I do. Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. Well, that's coming from them, just so you know. Um, So
Okay,
you just need to do some energy cleansing. And then you have to remember I'm like, sorry if I say this out loud, Dave. Dave's my producer. Um, you're a badass. You are a badass. You were here to remove generational curses and you were here to help break that crap, the same type of stuff that they're doing. That cycle is ending
mm-hmm.
with you. You have done your job. You
Oh,
do not need them. The human life tells us we do, but you don't. You are freaking
oh,
amazing and you can find that love in anybody else, just not the family. Okay.
okay. Well, you know something, you've helped me a lot. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Please go take off that parasite though, because it's going to keep draining you and making you tired where you can't physically do anything. It's going to want you to
Mhm.
sleep all the time. But you've got stomach problems because of that too, the cramping and stuff. So just take care of that.
Yep.
And if you need me in the
So
future,
you
find
say
me again, okay? Huh?
okay. You said just pull it off and throw it away and don't look back or anything.
Yep. And I just rub my hands together and touch that spot and feel it. And
Mhm.
I just completely say things like, I seal this space back up where no negative energy can reattach. My energy is safe, it is secure, it is clean, it is whole, and it is for me. I no longer
Okay.
share my energy with anybody who's lower vibrational. I reclaim any energy I have given, healed, and whole, things like that. Your intention will be enough.
Okay. Thank you. Is there anything else
You're
you
welcome.
love to tell me?
I just want to
Hello.
remind you that you are
Oh.
amazing. You're doing a great job, okay? Just keep that in mind.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good night.
You too. Bye bye.
Dave, will you pop up how much time I have on there, please? Okay, while he is telling me how much time I have, I just wanted to tell you when we're going back into manifesting, the second step is what is it that you are healing from? 5 things you're healing from. I am healing from trauma. I'm healing from lack of prosperity, or I am healing from a poverty mindset. I'm healing from not liking my body. I'm healing from loss. I'm healing from grief. Like, what is it you're healing from? And the next thing is what are you attracting into your life? So the good, healthy things. I'm attracting I'm attracting prosperity. I'm attracting motivation. I'm attracting happiness. I'm attracting free traveling. I'm attracting lots of things. So those are some steps for you to start manifesting. I would love to see you here next week, 10:30 p.m. Eastern time on Wednesdays. And I hope you guys have a marvelous week and do some manifesting and bring your friends in too, because that's what they're telling us to do. Have a good night, guys.